Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind. Pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of...
Excellent work, Master. We have fulfilled our duty to satisfaction.
Indeed, you've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Splendid.
Though I cannot enter the palace myself, I will at least escort you to the entrance. We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it's possible.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
Won't you go by getting cut open?
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it's possible.
knowledge can only take you so far.
This is quite a quandary.
This is bad.
Must have let the captain see what it is.
Hold fast! You have the strength to prevail!
Oh, I don't need this right now.
Now you've done it.
That's quite enough.
I'm hurt.
This is bad. Oh, I don't need this right now.
You looking to join? Don't bother. Stay away from me. Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Deesa's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen as you... Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for...
Well, I suspected as much. Then...
So, 'twas not to be. 'Tis no surprise. The magistrate is well renowned for his obstinacy.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
It's not enough for arrest as yet.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
My whiskers are late. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Where to now?
I like to come here. Let me alone, why don't you?
Heavens, no!
Where to now? Could you sight my life?
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Hey!
Just a delightful breeze. Oh!
Not to be said.
afraid. Take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
Consider me unimpressed. At least all my patrons have been kind so far.
Really now?
What else do I have to do? The latest tidings from Melt was a tragedy to those who I thought to myself, and indeed still, that I would scare the life out of me.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
What's all this about?
Best head to market before it slips my mind.
Quiet makes me become more anxious.
Where to now?
What a delightful breeze.
Nothing like being spoiled by a good dragon.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through.
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Suppose I ought check your wheels before we depart.
Time to find me a mark.
Find myself some work.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Yield looks to be plentiful.
Try all I might. I can't get some.
The rules at your
I do like it here, but it can get very dull.
Oh, could use a rest.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask my thanks? Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a... For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
I sense eyes upon us.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Working this field, all I know. Oh dear.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier. Got nothing to fear. Oh, what's the army? I got the foggiest.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling... Say, you're not from round here, are you? How I envy you. I long to learn more of the outside world, but... She's always telling me how dangerous... After all, if the world truly is so perilous, it seems unfair that I alone... But listen to me waffle it. My apologies, friend. Thank you for indulging me.
We have arrived.
I'm afraid I...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale enter...
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? I can... accompany you to the... castle entrance, Master, but no further.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated... to the foremost hospital. Hospitality in all Vernworth.
Shall we get some rest then?
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
Quite a predicament.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Are you here to see me, perchance?
I have a really
Or is all we do in vain?
That gave me quite a fright.
Perchance you've heard. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat.
us are a sign that all is well.
Find someone to buy me a drink.
The townspeople depend on me. Well,
This place is very cheering, just how I like it.
our soldiers need better.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is
my
well.
days were so tranquil.
All my peers seem so much more. Not sure why I patrol it.
I only pray my
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
take it easy today. My sword arm could use some work.
Stay out of battle, where it possible.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Ah, the perfect spot to sit and think a while.
I'll see how far my talents can take.
I only